is perceived by you as reality is a great possibility. It is not conclusion. If you think you have a disease, your reality is poverty, it is not conclusion. Understand? It is not conclusion. Listen. The first principle you need to know about the physiology of reality is nothing is concluded. You are in the middle of the life. Means there is so much of possibility in front of you. Possibility of the future gives you Shakti to manifest your reality. Understand? Possibility of the future, possibility of life gives you the inspiration even to manifest your reality. Please understand. All of us, as long as we can breathe, we carry the possibility to manifest our reality. People ask me, then why people are not manifesting? Why everyone is not manifesting? Understand, nobody wants to. Everyone has come to the conclusion they are now end product, QC passed over, already packed. You are not a packed food sitting in a mall. You are a seed on the ground. Understand? You are not packed food sitting on the mall. You are seed on the fertile ground. Life is a possibility. All the ideas which comes inside you that you are done, nothing can be done, it is all over, all that need to be completed. You need to have Shaktipada with this first principle. Life is a possibility, great possibility. Look into yourself and see in how many places you closed the door of possibilities for you. Sometimes learning the language, that is all not for me. I've already done one or two, that's enough. Or learning something like as simple as swimming or cooking. No, I'm too old for all that. Or things as simple as just grooming yourself to look decent and presentable. What is there? I am already married. Marriage is not a crime that you can't be presentable. You can't be decent. In India, you can hear this common, very commonly. I'm already married. What is there to groom? I'm giving you very simple examples. Look into yourself. You have shut many of your possibilities with the idea you are a finished product. Sometimes you also think, if I am more loving, how nice it will be. But you come to the conclusion, end of the thought current, you come to the conclusion that is not for me, it is all over now. Or you start doing the actions where others will recognize you that you are a loving person. You don't work for really becoming loving. See, you just give some money, you just give some little time or attention. So others perceive you are a loving person. You work for that. You do not try to understand the physiology and psychology of the love and how to manifest that as a reality from your very core. You feel that is all done. Once I was teaching about the science of what you want and what you believe. What you want, you will never manifest. What you believe as you will manifest only. One fellow came and told me, oh, I believe all only negative things. My life is done. No, listen. When I am giving you the signs, I want you to understand you have a possibility even to change your belief. For Shaivite, only it's boomsday.
Boomsday. Not doomsday.
There's no doomsday, don't worry.
Boomsday.
There's no doomsday for Shaivites. The first idea you need to have, Shaktipada, connection. The first principle you need to internalize is you are a possibility. You are not yet done. In every dimension, your health, you have a great possibility to live 300 years healthily, even if you are already in deathbed. Actually, what is deathbed, When you come to the conclusion, you have no more possibility. You are in deathbed, even if you are 20, even if you are a teenager. Whether it is a health or wealth or love or relationships or completion, peace, enlightenment, or power manifestation. Power manifestation is nothing but a loud statement I am giving it towards the whole humanity. Hey, you are a possibility. Power manifestation is a statement I am giving it towards the humanity. You are a possibility. Second statement, listen. The first statement is you are a possibility. You are not yet done. Even if you are 97, chronological age, have 10 grandkids, you are only a possibility. You are not yet done. Even Sadashiva, after manifesting all the Bhuvanas, Brahmandas, even he lives with the depth cognition that he is a possibility. Understand? Even he does not come to the conclusion he is done. No. Even he lives with the cognition he is a possibility. That is the first principle you need to catch up. Only then manifesting your reality is possible. You are a possibility. The second statement. Listen to the second statement. All impossibilities you perceive as your patterns, restrictive thought currents, destructive concepts, the patterns you carry, the samskaras you carry, thought currents you cherish, which are restrictive, destructive, which power manifestation, all of them are dead. Please listen. Listen to the second statement. I'll give you example. If you think, I want to get up in the morning and do yoga and build my body, but my laziness, you see, morning, any alarm cannot wake me up. If you think you have that lazy pattern, which is restricting your possibility, or that boredom, I really want to learn French, but you see, I'm tired and bored. I don't know when I will open the book and when I want to learn. I really want to learn English, but I cannot stand reading one statement and one sentence. If you think all these patterns are torturing you, listen carefully. The good news is all your patterns are dead, but the person who need to break the patterns will is alive. Listen, your patterns are not living part of you. They do not live, means they do not exist. You are a living mechanism. They are not part of the living mechanism, which is you. Listen carefully. This is a second statement of physiology of reality. Physiology of this whole reality. Listen carefully. For example, this LED screen in Rajya Sabha, this mic in Rajya Sabha, and speaker in Rajya Sabha. All three are integral part. That is why my lip movement in the LED screen and the words I am uttering are in sync when it reaches you. I think it is in sync. They are in sync. So you see my lip movement and the words you hear, they are in sync, means they are part of the living organism. They both are living, alive. One is working with the other. One is coordinating with the other. One lives with the other. Understand? But your patterns and you are not living organism. Listen carefully. Your patterns and you are like Indian divorce couple.
Indian divorce.
They almost live together in the same room and same bed, but don't talk to each other. Now look around. In all your families, you will find one like this. In all your near and dear ones, you will find one couple like this. You and your patterns are not living organism in sync with each other. The good news is all your patterns. The patterns stops you learning, stops you doing yoga, or stops you manifesting powers. That is the best news. All your toxification, toxic mental setup, corrosion, erosion of your third eye, everything. The good news is they are all dead. They do not have life. Understand? Shaktipada need to happen with the second truth. When Sadashiva gave this science to Devi and Vishnu adopts this science to run the universe, he has divided it as 4 parts for our convenience. These truths I am sharing with you all are from the part called Vidyapada. Listen to this principle very carefully. It can liberate you once for all from tons of the internal and intra confusions and conflicts with which you are stuck. I tell you, 90% of the problems are inside. The remaining 10% does not exist.
It does not exist.
Do not ever think, no, Swamiji, if just this one problem outside is solved, I am free. Understand, if you perceive something cannot be solved by you, that itself is an internal problem. The other day, one of my brahmachari was telling me, Swamiji, I know what is the solution, but I don't know how to do it. Then I told, it is not solution. If you think you know the solution and you can't do it, it is not a solution. Understand? Same way, as long as you perceive problem, it's a problem inside. Listen to the second truth, second principle. Everything you think stops you, whether your physiology, mind, life. I have seen people coming and telling me, I always want to be loving, Swamiji, but the moment I see that fellow, I just burst.
Just lose it.
Mess up the whole thing. Only then I even remember I wanted to be very loving. I really want to wake up and do yoga and build the body, but only after morning 10 o'clock I even understand the world exists. I really do not want to drink, but I don't know what happens. The moment it is weekend, Friday evening, I already discover myself I am in the bar. And I don't know what happens from workplace to the bar, how I reach, I don't know. I suddenly wake up with a bottle and cigarette. Only then I am realizing I am alive. Whatever may be the pattern, please understand, they are dead. They do not have life. They get life only when your will supports it.
Correct.
A dead body gets life if your soul enters into it. If you decide your soul will not enter into the dead body cannot create mess in your life.
Hmm.
Maybe your soul is convinced by the dead body. That body will be really comfortable place for you to live. Listen, listen. Listen carefully. The second principle is too important. Life do not exist for all your incompletions and patterns. It can be as powerful as womanizing and drugging and whatever patterns you may think, or cheating, constant lying, or even if you are a lawyer, your patterns are dead. whatever you may think, the good news you have is your patterns are dead. They do not have independent life. They are not alive. Understand? Big relief is up. So I have to only kill the dead snakes. You don't even need to kill, you just need to remove them. They are already dead. You just need to remove them and burn them. Do the last rites for them. The only thing you need to do in your life is neither completion nor tapas. You just need to do last rites for your patterns. Nothing other than the last rites is left for you to do. Doing last rites for your patterns is tapas. You just need to recognize, understand. The second idea you need to have Shaktipada is your patterns are dead. Just look, it is actually dead.
It is actually dead.
Till your will supports, it cannot have power over you. It can be as complicated as phobias. The patterns encouraged and built by toxic psychiatry industry. Understand the word I am uttering. Toxic psychiatry industry. 80, above 80% of the students in the US university campuses are under the control of the legalized toxic psychiatry industry. God. They harm human beings 1,000 times more than any illegal drugs. Legalized toxic psychiatry industry. If at all you want to awake the humanity, raise the humanity, please wage a war against legal toxic psychiatry industry. That is much worse than illegal drugs. I am not supporting illegal drugs, understand? I am only saying this legal toxic psychiatry industry is harming you too much. I tell you. A small 7-year-old kid is walking with the father early morning. From a distance, the kid sees the tree and screams, "Oh, there's a ghost there, there's a ghost there." What should father do? He should just pick up the kid in his shoulder and tell him, "Don't worry, I'm here. Come, let's go and see near. You should understand it is not a ghost." Take the child there and make him understand it's only a tree, not a ghost. But you try to find all other solutions. One, you try to give a knife to the child. Go and cut the tree, cut that ghost. Or don't come in this road, turn and go to another road. Or better, sedate him. Let him not even come out of bed. If he comes out of the bed only, he will walk in this room, in this road, and see this tree, cry, there's a ghost, sedate him. You find everything else other than solution. Toxic psychiatry industry finds everything other than cure.
Cure. Correct.
It is adharmic way of keeping people under your control. I tell you, most highest, worst, immoral way of keeping people under your control is toxic psychiatry industry. For Indians, it may not be a big problem, as on now.
As of now.
But I am seeing very clearly next 5 years, Indians going through the same. Because it takes only 5 to 10 years, anything to come from there to here. Whether it is a genes or inner behavior, all. When I say all, I mean double meaning, all, A-L-L.
ALL. Correct.
It takes only 10 years for anything to come from there to here. From West to India. Listen. This second principle can solve the whole issue once for all. You need to be taught from the beginning your patterns are dead. That's a truth. You give life to it. Your will gives life to it, nobody else. Whether it's a sleeping pattern in the morning or pattern, you can't run your day without your depression medication, or the pattern, you can't sleep without your sleeping pills, or the pattern, all compulsive thought currents and compulsive actions. Listen. All compulsive thought currents and compulsive actions do not have life of its own.
Wow.
Every day you give life to it, believing the patterns have its own life. No. Patterns suck your blood and make you believe they are alive independent of you. It's like politicians making you believe. They suck your blood, but they make you believe they are alive independent of you. And you are dependent on them. No way, nowhere. Patterns can have independent life. Third statement, very important, understand. Your will gives life to your patterns. You deciding you will not give life to them anymore means patterns are dead already. You just need to perform the last rites. You just need to perform the last rites. I wanted you to have Shaktipada. Means realizing these 3 statements. I'll repeat all the 3 statements. First, listen to all these 3 statements. Just sit up, and even if you missed in between, went away somewhere for vacation, came back, it's okay. Now listen, just these 3. You are a possibility. You are a seed. You are not yet done. Finished product. You are not a finished product. You are only a seed happening, opening and happening. Second, all your patterns you think which stops you, restricts you, puts you in impossibility, stops your growth, manifesting your reality, everything, all of them are dead. They do not have independent life. Third, your will is only life energy, living organism, living mechanism, living principle in you.
Will.
If your will stops giving life to your patterns, they cannot exist. They just have to leave your intestine along with your kadkapudi. Nothing else. I'll continue to expand on this physiology of reality and make you all experientially manifest at least one of your reality as example, sample for you. So you can go and start using the same science and technology continuously. So with this, I'll give you a small break. Let's come back for exploring, analyzing, intra-analyzing, working on these three principles and further manifesting your reality by understanding science of physiology of reality. So let's gather for next session. Thank you. Be blissful. Yes. Now, I wanted these first three principles to be internalized in all of us. Listen, I'll repeat again. The first principle, you are a possibility. You are a seed. You are not finished product. You are not yet finished. That's a good news. You are not finished yet. That's a good news. Any idea, concept, pattern which is stopping you internalizing it. If you have few minutes, pen down. Listen carefully. See, when I say you are not a finished product, I mean, in your health, what do you want to become? You can become. It's not that your life is, your body is sealed, that nothing can be done anymore. You can't change the shape, size, or strength, power, energy. There's nothing like you can't change all of them. It's all over. No. You can change anything as you want. Still, the possibility is open, available. In every level, whether health or wealth or mind or relationships or whatever, in every level. How things can happen, how possibilities can open. If you have any idea, pattern that it is not possible, pen them down. By bringing it to your awareness, I'll make them powerless over you. I'll remove them from your inner space, from your cognition, from your depth. Second, the impossibilities you carry. Listen carefully. The patterns which restrict you. Oh, this is not possible, that is not possible, my wife will not allow, my boss will not allow, and the society is not going to allow. So many impossibilities you carry. The patterns you carry. My own laziness will not allow, my own energy is not that capable, or my thinking is not that capable, I am not that intelligent. All the stupidity you carry. All that. Pen down all the impossible patterns you carry. Means which are dead snakes. If you are having dead snakes all over you, you are only Shava. Only if you are having living snakes, you are Shiva. Will is the living snake. All the patterns are dead snakes. So all the dead snakes you are carrying, pen them down. Third, only your will is alive, which can change all the dead patterns. If you pen down just first two exercises, that's enough. You can internalize the third one. Few minutes. Why I am asking you to pen down? Only when you pen down, you will think about it. Otherwise, you will sit and listen like a Bhagavatam. I want you to think, look into these ideas, try to internalize. Let's take few minutes and pen down all the patterns. We also have around 100 and more than 100 cities participating from 60 countries, the whole program live. 115 cities. Headache, curing your stomach, healing your stomach pain, are as difficult as you think. Expressing, manifesting Sadashivatva and his powers, whatever it is, whether it is a small problem or big problem, whatever plane, whatever level, whatever aspect, whatever dimension you feel you are done, pen down that. Pen down that. Even if you are 99, almost in deathbed, I can make you manifest powers of Sadashiva. Understand? No, I'm not, no, sorry, please understand. I'm not doing any proud claiming or pride claiming or ego claiming. No. I'm just stating the fact. It's a simple fact straight away. It's as simple as getting rid of, your problem can be as simple as getting rid of your headache, or as difficult as getting rid of the person who is giving you a headache. Whatever, the moment you feel you are done, it's not possible, pen down that. And then the patterns you feel most difficult are torturing you, your impossibilities, pen down all of that. The good news you have is all your patterns, it can be as wild as you can imagine, they are dead. They are not even asuras. Even asuras have power, they have life. Your patterns are not even asuras. They are not even bhutas. No, they are not ghosts. They are just pretas. Understand?
Preta.
They are
Wow.
not bhutas. They are only pretas.
Wow.
You need to know the difference between bhuta and preta. Bhuta has life. It can frighten you. Preta has no life. Your fear only frightens you seeing the preta.
It is dead
Preta
body.
does not frighten you. Means dead body. Your fear of it frightens you.
Fear of it. Bhuta means?
So your patterns are pretas, dead bodies, not bhutas, ghosts, not asuras, demons, not rakshasas, devils. No. Come on, pen down. Let's burn them. Today's last rite for all your patterns. Completion is the last rite, Shraddha, for all your patterns. Listen. First, I gave these 3 basic principles on physiology of your reality. Next, you internalized them, digged out the patterns, your impossibilities. Now, the third important step, listen. As I told you, your will is the only living mechanism. I should say organism. Your will is the only living organism in your system. Using the will, making all your dead patterns redundant, irrelevant, is what I call completion. Listen. Completion means making your patterns, impossibilities, past thoughts, emotions, patterns, hangovers, residues, incompletions which are sitting in your present and destroying your future, making them irrelevant and redundant to your life because they are already dead. You are now surrounded by dead snakes. Don't be frightened. If you are frightened, you may get heart attack and die, but not by the snake poison.
Correct.
Being surrounded by the dead snakes and having heart attack and dying is the worst way of dying. That is too cheap way of dying. Even in death, don't be so cheap. Even in death, don't be so cheap. That is like drinking milk and vomiting, and during the vomiting, something gets locked in your throat and dying. Too bad. Even in death, have dignity.
In the death of dignity, correct.
Making your already dead patterns. First of all, recognizing they are already dead. Your patterns, impossibilities, incompletions, past thoughts, residues, hangovers. Listen, all the ideas of impossibilities you carry, the thought currents from the past, sitting in your present and destroying your future. I call them incompletions. Making all those incompletions redundant. You don't need to kill them, they are already dead. That's why they smell so bad. They are dead bodies. They stink, but they can't harm you. That's a beautiful thing. The good news is they are dead. The bad news is they stink. Till you burn them, they stink. You can't afford to keep quiet, saying that they are already dead. No, you need to burn them. You need to do the last rites. Let's do the last rites now. That is completion. Understand? It's one of the most powerful technique. Sadashiva explains this technique to Devi Parvati, and in Shivagama, Shivajnanopanishad, chapter, Shivajnanopanishad chapter, 94th verse, 22nd technique. I'll read out the verse and then explain the technique. Chittat yanta kritir nasti mamantar bhavayet iti vikalpanam apavena vikalpair uchito bhavet. I'll give you the translation. Listen. All the patterns, incompletions, which you feel are stopping you, relive them with your will. Reliving means how they are functioning in you. Go in that same circuit and see how, when an impossibility pattern comes up, how you become tired, bored, frustrated. Scream in your shower. Many do that. When you are in your restroom, in your shower, if you suddenly remember impossibility pattern or a person who is embodiment of impossibility in your life, the way you react. Remember each of the patterns and the way you build that pattern, the way you react to that pattern, relive them. Understand? Reliving is not remembering. Remembering means sitting and thinking what happened. Reliving means forgetting the present and getting into that situation and literally like a 5D, like 3D, 4D, 5D, experiencing it. How when you are in shower, if you remember the person, you slap the water. Literally scream. Relive, not remember. No. I'm not asking you to remember. I'm asking you to relive every impossibility, every incompletion, every powerlessness, every suffering, every suffocation which stops you, which makes you feel you are not yet complete, which makes you feel you can't manifest what you want. Each of this pattern, just go into that pattern, read what you wrote, go into that pattern, and the same experience, same emotion, relive them consciously. Suddenly you will see they collapse. That impossibility collapses. Means the dead snake is burnt. Your will is the only living mechanism. If you relive all the dead patterns, your will realize your patterns are dead. They do not have life. They were posing as if they have life. They themselves do not have life. When you relive, this understanding will raise in your system. Some of the impossibilities, patterns you carry, which are sitting inside you very powerfully, will collapse completely. And I am sitting here to make the Shakti Nipada happen in you and bring completion inside you. You do your job, I'll do my job. You take one step, I'll take 1,000 steps. You try your best, that's enough. Remaining, I'll do it.
I'll do this.
Actually, I can do it directly. The problem is, if you don't even try whatever you can, you don't feel you achieve that state even if the completion happens. You create self-doubt. Did I really do or I slept? So you put all your efforts. I'll do my job. I'll repeat the instruction. Every pattern you wrote, spend few minutes on each pattern and relive there. That suffering, suffocation, incompletion, nameless emotion, frustration, everything consciously relive at least 5 times. Suddenly you will see they will lose power over you. They will just collapse. They are no more heavy on you. Each of the patterns, impossibilities, incompletions, frustrations you wrote, pick them up and start reliving with your will. Start reliving. Reliving will be relieving. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Okay, fantastic. Let's enter into Nithya Dhyaan.
Sit in Vajrasana with your hands on your hips. Close your eyes and breathe chaotically. Continue to sit in Vajrasana. Form Chin Mudra with your fingers and place your hands on your knees. Start humming intensely. you wish to, or continue to sit in Vajrasana. Take your awareness to the Mooladhara chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. Take your awareness to the Swadhisthana chakra, which is 2 inches above the Mooladhara and 2 inches below the Manipuraka chakra. Take your awareness to the Manipuraka chakra located at the navel center. Take your awareness to the Anahata chakra located at the heart center. Take your awareness to the Vishuddhi chakra located at the throat center. Take your awareness to the Agnya chakra located in the region between the eyebrows. Take your awareness to the Sahasrara chakra located at the crown center. Now just be unclutched in silence. With your whole being, offer your gratitude to existence and to the Master, who is an embodiment of the existential energy.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvaditam Gaganasadrisam Tattvamasyadirlakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
Nithyanandam. Let's finish with Purnamasa. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Sarvam Bhavam Sri
Nithyananda
Nithyananda
Paramashivam
Paramashivam
Parakarpamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful day. Thank you everyone. Nithyanandamma, thank you.